graduated college, and I told God that I would go wherever He sent me, but that I preferred to be by my family. Instead, He called me to New Orleans, where I knew no one. Here I was on the car on the way, super nervous, but trusting that the Lord had great things in store. I remember it was time to say goodbye to my parents after they had settled me into a newly furnished, awesome one-bedroom apartment after living in a house with 3 housemates for the past 2 years. I was strong because I knew that they wouldn't leave if I wasn't. Hugged them goodbye, went upstairs, closed the door, looked around in my one-bedroom apartment. And at that moment, I remember breakdown crying, falling to the ground, fetal position, because even though I knew God was with me, at that moment, I had never felt so alone. I think back at Adam in this beautiful garden. Everything around him was created for him. But in the process, he's searching. He's searching for someone like him. Because even though God was among him, he knew very clearly that he was not God. So through the intellect and the capability that God gave him, he begins to name all of the animals. He sees things flying in the sky. He's like, bird. But I don't fly, I'm not a bird. And he continues, dog. I don't bark, I'm not a dog. Horse, but I'm not a horse. And in this process, he realizes that he is the only person there, the only one made in the image and likeness of God, the only one that has the intellect, the capability to love, to be a gift of self to another. Adam experiences what the church calls original solitude. And so Adam goes to his creator, because who knows the painting better than the artist? Who knows you better than God? No one. And God has placed in us a desire for communion with Him, but not only with Him, but with other people around us. And He knows that in God lies His identity. And now I know a lot of us don't like to be alone and are scared of being alone, but this moment of solitude is so important, because it's here we realize that we were made for so much more. When I was on the floor in New Orleans, I knew that God had more in store for me. I knew that I had to trust in that plan. And God has more in store for Adam. He wasn't going to leave him alone there. And in those times where you feel like no one understands me and I'm alone in this and I'm the only one struggling with something, know that you are not alone. That God has more in store for you as well. And so we need to be able to trust and say, God, I know that you know the desires of my heart. And I know that you know better than I know myself. And so I choose to trust in your plan. And I choose to trust that you will fulfill the desires of my heart.